Hi folks, this is all the fruit. I'm in the botanic garden of Heidelberg in Germany. And this plant here is the famous Sichuan pepper. The Latin name is Zanthoxylum piperitum. Zanthoxylum basically means yellow wood because the wood of this genus is often a bright yellow, can be even used for dye. And piperitum, well, means like it's a type of pepper. So what is the Sichuan pepper related to? It's not related to the real black and white and green pepper, piper. It's not in the genus Piper. It's not in the Piperaceae. It's also not related to the chilies. It's not in the genus Capsicum and the Solanaceae. It's also not related to those peppercorn trees. I mean, it looks like them, compound leaves and those red berries. It looks a lot like those pink or red peppercorn trees, but it's not closely related to them. If you look at it closely, you might see that the fruit have those tiny bumps. The fruit have orange skin. Well, and that shows you that the fruit actually related to the oranges. They're in the Rutaceae family. And despite already being ripe, there is still a smell of citrus around them. So this Sichuan pepper is related to the citrus fruit. Basically, you can imagine it like a tiny citrus fruit without any pulp and with just one seed per fruit. Here you can see the seeds which get exposed. I guess they're being exposed for birds to collect them because this contrast between red and black, also red and yellow, usually attracts birds. So what is so special about this Sichuan pepper? Yeah, one more plant with hot spicy taste, which is a bit like pepper. Well, no, actually it's much more exciting than that. This is not just another hot and spicy pepper-like plant. This is actually a neurotoxin, basically something like a drug for your taste receptors. And you don't use the seeds. Well, I'm sure there are some Chinese recipes where they also use the seeds. Sichuan pepper. Sichuan is a region of China which is famous for the famous Sichuan hot pot. And this is an important ingredient of the Sichuan hot pot and also of a lot of other famous Chinese recipes. Actually, there are different species of Sichuan pepper. Well, some of them don't taste good, but the Chinese, they have several different Sichuan peppers which they use. And also this, like typical real Sichuan pepper, Zanthoxylum piperitum, you can use the unripe green fruit. There are recipes for green Sichuan pepper fruit. You can use the ripe ones, and you can also dry the skin and use just the dried skin. Well, you can also infuse it with oil and make prickly oil. What all of them have in common is they gonna make your tongue, your taste receptors hallucinate. Now I have a couple in my mouth. I'm chewing at them just very carefully to release the taste from the orange skin. So how is it? The nice lemony taste is not so strong anymore because those fruit are quite dry. No, quite ripe. They are not dry yet. Those here are dry, but the ones I tried are still fresh and juicy. But they don't have this fresh lemony taste. They still have the taste of orange or lemon skin mixed with some pepperness, and those also have some a bit unpleasant taste mixed into them. It wasn't here a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks they tasted slightly better. Now when I spit them out, my whole mouth tastes salty, lemony, and a bit peppery. It's basically like if I ate a lot of glutamate. Some people say glutamate is a substitute of Sichuan pepper for poor people or for people who cannot cook. People who have money or knowledge, they use Sichuan pepper, and all the rest they use glutamate. Oh yeah. So, when you had Sichuan pepper, the effects last for up to 2 hours. Basically, whatever you eat or drink after that will taste differently. Basically, it's one of the miracle fruits or miracle spices which make everything taste differently. For me, water and other pretty tasteless things taste very salty after I have Sichuan pepper. Some people experience just a very slight change in their taste receptors, but for some it's a crazy wow effect. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. It's quite a noticeable effect, but it's not what some other people experience. For them it's like a revelation. Oh wow, this stuff, suddenly I have so many different taste sensations than usual. Everything tastes 100 times stronger, everything tastes different. For me it's kind of like that, but not as strong as for other people. It's wow. It's basically one of the most wow spices I know. But for other people it's just, they cannot stop talking about it for many hours after they tried it. Sichuan pepper, yeah. This species, you can grow it in German climate. I think it grows in zones 7, 8, maybe also 9. In northern Italy on the Mediterranean coast, I found another species which I cannot identify yet. As I said, there are lots of different Sichuan peppers, but this is the real thing. Yeah, basically you need to taste it to experience it. In pretty much every country in the world you can get the dried pepper, also the pounded pepper, which is then actually in, yeah, a sort of powder, or some stuff like oils infused with the Sichuan pepper, also Sichuan hot pot mixture. So basically you have no excuse for not trying this, except if you are afraid to try some crazy neurotoxins. But I strongly recommend you to try the Sichuan pepper. It's one of the most wow sensations you can get without actually buying any illegal drugs. So folks, this was the famous Sichuan pepper, maybe the most important ingredient of the famous Sichuan hot pot and many other Chinese recipes. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful Botanic Garden of Heidelberg. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.